Okay guys, we'll just try and hit a few down range here. Got a 4-iron here, and if you can see that fire over there, see how much is blowing across that way? Because the wind is just ripping across the out of bounds fence. But what we'll try and do here is paint our vertical line here and keep our head here and our shoulders closed. That's all we're trying to do. That's what we will endeavour to do. Just, that's what we'll do. Everything's going to move right to left, guys, because of that wind. Just hit that down the out of bounds fence there, and just so I hit it, the wind stopped. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's the flight. And that's about the pace of the swing that you've got to try and incorporate. It's a very laconic type action, sort of really like you're pulling a big ladle through a vat of molasses or maple syrup. Whoa! But vertically. So we're going to paint the Donald Mooney vertical line, and we're going to keep our shoulders closed and just come down with our paintbrush down. That's the shot, guys. Just sling it down the out of bounds fence and bring it back. Now that's confidence when you can do that. And I know that I can sling it because my trail hand is just doing that. That's what it's doing. It's just going paintbrush, sling. There used to be a hole in Sydney, for anybody who's from Sydney, at the Cogra Golf Course. Forget what, a 7th or something. There's a big canal right down the whole fairway, like a big 100-foot wide canal full of water. And I used to play out there, and we'd play some sweepstake matches out there sometimes. And just for fun, I'd just aim it out 30 yards out in the canal and just bring it back into the fairway. Just a big sweeper. And I never once hit it in the water. Over probably 12 or 15 times. Never once did it stay out there. It always came back. And that was with driver, guys. So here we go. I'm going to paint Donald's line. Shoulders closed. Now they're very acceptable shots. And the fact that I haven't been working on this week, it basically supports the reason I want to do this swing, guys, because it's such a good swing when you hit it, even though mine is only a variation of Jimmy's. I don't like Jimmy, I don't look like Matthew Wolf, but my intention is that I'm trying to get that width and I'm trying to get that flap. But for me, when I hit it indifferently, or the strike is not that good, it very much revolves around these shoulders not being closed. I have to feel like I'm basically there. I've got to be really strong in the lead shoulder closure. Very, very strong. And we've just got to really hit this softly. How's that for ball flight, guys? You like that? That's what it's about. And ultimately, of course, I want to go from here to there. What I have difficulty with is that when I'm out here, I feel instinctively that I've got to get back, and my back plane becomes too much. If you look at Matthew Wolff is here, his downswing back plane is here. So he's moved the club 3 feet, maybe 3.5 feet. From there to there, he's moved the club head. 3.5 feet for his down plane. You watch it, it's there. Now that's a massive down plane. An underplane, so if you're coming there, you're dropping it onto the inside attack line, so you've got to really keep those shoulders closed. If you backplane it that much and you roll your shoulders, you don't even want to think about what will happen from there. It will just be, I think, just catastrophic. Really catastrophic. Yeah, so guys, it's just this. If we can, like the practice swing is this, look, here, going to paint Donald's line, we're going up here and we're going down. But when we're going down, look, we're never going to get there because we've got a shoulder turn. It's basically there. And the club will basically reflect your spine angle. That shaft angle will almost, I don't know, maybe. Certainly not on the forearm line. And guys, you may not get it pointing out there. If you can just get it pointing straight up, that's fine. Just do that. So that's the type of ball flight that I think we can get consistently. I haven't done basically anything this week with Jimmy, and but I've still got it in my head. And 4 irons with that type of wind, they're eminently acceptable, and they're long. They're pretty good, strong, long shots. Really strong and long. So guys, it's got a lot of potential, and I think it's a good project. I haven't done it justice yet because I just haven't been able to get some, a couple of hours where I'm just doing those practice swings. I'm just doing these. Yeah. Yeah. That's the one I want. But I've got to convince my brain that I'm going to hit the ball. What's interesting, guys, is that's like 30 degrees into out. So the back plane there is enormous. Now, I don't want to get that much back plane. So I need to have a session, an hour. This is a reality, and this is a difficulty, and this is a commitment. I need to have an hour's practice session where I'm just doing this. Now, I don't have any of that in my golf swing, none. But that's because I haven't done enough of those to drill it into my neural circuits. I just haven't done enough. And I let the club go down into the ground. And Donald Mooney said that he's experiencing like trench digging. Well, guys, you will get that if you let the club have its head and just drop it down. That's the feeling you want. If you're not getting that contact with the earth, then you're not letting the club be as free as it needs to be. It really needs to be this free. Now look at that for freedom, look. Now that's a very free type of swing for an old dude, for an old body. So I need to do an hour of that. And then my brain will sort of have those, 300 or 400 reps in there. And I'll talk more about the program and what we can do in terms of drills going forward. I've been slack this week, guys, had a lot on and just haven't been able to get out here and do stuff and think about it. But considering I haven't done Bruen, those shots down there were good. And that's the sort of ball flight we'll get. And that was a half Bruen golf swing. When we get a full Bruen golf swing, it'll be fantastic. So I will be more committed next week.